This week's question of the week comes from one of my new students, and the person asked, what is the best way to try to learn Brazilian Jiu Jitsu? Because they're struggling with retaining the knowledge they're learning in class. And they said, hey, I'm seeing the technique, I'm drilling it a few times, but by the time the class is over or before the next class, I've totally forgotten what the technique was that the instructor had shown the day before. And so this week's question of the week is there a better way to learn? What way do I recommend trying to retain these different techniques? So it's a great question. And what I found most helpful to me years ago was a lesson I learned from Royce Gracie. And Royce talked about learning jiu-jitsu and learning a technique on your strong side and learning it on your weak side. And what Royce advised was, don't try, if you only have, say, 10 opportunities to drill the technique, don't split it up and drill it 5 times on your left side and then 5 times on your right side, just to be fair to each side. Because what's going to happen is you're going to forget. So what you need to do is understand the mechanics of the technique, master it on one side, especially when you're first being introduced to the technique, and then start working it on the other side. So not saying don't ever try to learn it on both sides, but focus initially on the technique on your stronger side. That way your brain is not overwhelmed. And he compared it to if you was in a hypothetical gunfight and you had your pistol and you had 10 shots and your life's on the line with these just 10 shots. Would you take 5 shots with your right hand, then transfer the gun to your left hand and take 5 shots with your left hand? Or would you take all 10 shots with your best hand? And I would say most people, of course there's always going to be exceptions, but most people would agree, life's on the line, I'm going to take all 10 shots with my best hand. And so he equated that with learning jiu-jitsu and practicing jiu-jitsu. He's like, when the heat is on, you're going to go with your best moves on your best side. You're not going to go both sides or with a move that you're not that good at. You're going to go with your best move on your best side. And I can tell you that throughout my jiu-jitsu tournaments, whether I competed as a white belt or competed as a black belt, I went with my best moves on my best side. So this is not to say don't learn it on the other side, but especially when it's the first time you're seeing a technique and you're learning it in a class. Let's say the instructor shows the technique and you hypothetically have, 10 times to drill that technique with your partner before the instructor calls you back and you're going to go to the next technique. I would recommend, especially if it's the first time seeing the technique, to drill it all 10 times on one side. Learn the mechanics of the technique. Learn the fundamentals of the technique. Understand the technique. And then go to the other side. And if you want an answer for both your right and your left, like years ago, what I did is I learned how to do the scissor sweep going to my left, but in my closed guard. So I would go to my left. And then when I learned the hip bump sweep, I learned it going to my right. So I would try to scissor sweep you this way and try to hip bump sweep you this way. So I had an answer to sweep the person either to the right or to the left, but it was just 2 different techniques. And I just learned the techniques and drilled the techniques predominantly just on one side and then the other technique on the other side. So that worked for me. So that would be my suggestion, is don't overwhelm your brain and try to learn new techniques on both sides, both your dominant and your non-dominant side. Initially, focus on one side with that technique. And then as you grow and develop, expand and start doing it on your non-dominant side. So that's my advice for this week's question of the week. Got a question for next week? Feel free to comment below. And any insights you have on what has helped you learn better. If there's another way that you have found retaining a technique more beneficial to you in your journey, and please share below, and we'll all learn and grow together. So thank you so much. Until next week. Ciao.